everyone, I'm Armin Gomez, and welcome to the Fall and Winter 2014 edition of Backdrop Palmdale. Well, as the temperatures and leaves slowly begin to fall, we know that autumn is upon us. And before you know it, the twinkling lights and merriment of the holidays will be giving way to a brand new year. On this episode, we'll turn any Scrooge into a Santa with safety and shopping tips, entertainment, charity opportunities, and more. But first, let's kick things off with a City News Report with John Milner.
Thanks, Armin. Palmdale is one of the most patriotic cities I know, and for the past few years, we've been honoring America's soldiers during Veterans Day weekend. Over the Veterans Day holiday weekend, the Mobile Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall for the Antelope Valley, also known as the AV Wall, was on display once again at the Palmdale Amphitheater at Marie Kerr Park. Presented by Point Man Antelope Valley and the City of Palmdale, the annual display provided the public with free 24-hour-a-day access to the AV Wall.
Again, this is another source of pride in our Antelope Valley, and shows that we care enough to probably have one of the more innovative opportunities to recognize our veteran community. Probably in America, there's only a few of these walls, and this is probably the best one that's out there that travels. So it's really something special, and I think to our Antelope Valley, I got to say thank you to everybody that contributed to making this wall a reality in the committee. They just keep doing it. Every chance we have to bring the wall out and recognize maybe the Vietnam War, but in this case in the Antelope Valley, we end up recognizing all veterans and all conflicts. But this is just a special opportunity today to combine this event.
The AV Wall was conceived and built with the citizens of the Antelope Valley in mind and was designed to be displayed at events to honor all U.S. military veterans who have served their country. The project was funded by donations from the community between 2005 and 2009, with more than $100,000 donated to the project. It is a mobile, one-half scale replica of the original at the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Donations for the ongoing maintenance and display of the AV Wall are always greatly appreciated and can be made to Point Man Antelope Valley at www.avwall.org. Palmdale's fifth neighborhood house is now under renovation, and with the help of Youth Build, the project is helping to bring the community together. A door-breaking ceremony was held recently to signal the beginning of rehab work on the City of Palmdale's neighborhood house number 5 in Focus neighborhood number 4. The city's fifth neighborhood house, located at 1012 East Avenue Q5, will be dedicated to education with tutoring programs for all ages. It will also feature a community garden and offer housing for a veteran family as well.
It's been a great collaboration, a relationship that we've established, and we're looking to make this neighborhood or this part of Palmdale a great place to live. And so what we're doing, we're bringing an educational piece to this location. Like Captain Ford said, if you have education, that can't be taken away from you. So we're looking forward to offering tutorial services, a mentoring program as well, and things of that nature that can help children that are in need, children and young adults. And so we're just glad to be here and to be a part of it, and we're looking for great things to happen.
For more information, please call Neighborhood Services at area code 661-267-5181. As a valuable partner, Youth Build will be assisting in the rehabilitation of the facility. Youth Build has also been busy with the construction of their supportive housing site at 38518 5th Street East, which is nearing completion. Recently, they received a $1.1 million grant from the U.S. Department of Labor's Youth Build program to help fund the Antelope Valley branch.
I just want to say, first of all, that when I travel around the country for Youth Build and doing different projects, I've been fortunate to do that, everyone says that what we have with the City of Palmdale is unique in the country. There is no other city in this country that dedicates resources, staff, TA, and all those great things to the community and the young people like they do it here in Palmdale. So let's give a hand for the City of Palmdale for their great leadership. And then another thing too, is leadership is about action. And so we've been blessed and fortunate that the city has helped us with young people for the last 8 years. And so we feel like we want to give back more to our young folks who are not 24, who are over 24 years of age. And so we're going to start with our nonprofit, Advanced Community Together, doing a labor-ready, kind of a job-ready program to hire young adults in this community who are beyond the youth build age. And we're going to start hiring to build our duplexes over on Q3 in the next few months. So we're going to do a job training program. So we're going to, I've learned through our young people and through past experience that the best way to reduce crime, to reduce gang involvement is education and a job. With, on top of good life skills, right? So we're going to do that. We're going to hire 4 young folks initially who live in one of these communities. We're going to do a big pool, train them all, and pick our best 4, and begin to say, look, to all the congregants in the community, if you know somebody you want a job, come to us. We got local young folks who need a job. They're already trained, construction certified, all they want is an opportunity.
For more information on Antelope Valley Youth Build, please visit www.avyouthbuild.com. Palmdale recently hosted a contingency from our sister city of Ponce, Mexico, to celebrate a bond of 40 years. Delegates from the city of Palmdale's sister city, Ponce, Jalisco, Mexico, recently visited as part of the two cities' ongoing affiliation and to celebrate the 40th anniversary of their sister city relationship. In 1974, Palmdale chose Ponce as its sister city because the two cities shared rural similarities. At the time, Palmdale's population was only 11,000, but has now grown to more than 153,000. Palmdale's Sister City Association held a welcome reception at the Chimboli Cultural Center, where special gifts were exchanged. President Eisenhower initiated the Sister City program in 1956. This program works to develop one-on-one community relations with cities in other countries and provides Palmdale residents the opportunity to visit Mexico or volunteer under the Sister Cities relationship. For more information on the Sister City Association, please contact Pat Mingeli at 661-992-8987. The South Antelope Valley Emergency Service Program, or SAENZ, is also gearing up for their busiest time of the year during the season of giving, and you can help. With the holiday rush, it's easy to forget that the true meaning of the season is giving. And South Antelope Valley Emergency Services, or SAENZ, has been providing holiday baskets for families in need so that they may enjoy a traditional holiday meal. December holiday baskets also include a gift for every child under the age of 18. In order to support this wonderful program, in addition to SAENZ's numerous programs and assistance throughout the year, several fundraisers are held to provide necessary funds. Most recently, the second annual Brass Butt Charity Ride was another huge success. The 196-mile motorcycle ride raised money to help local families right here in the Antelope Valley. For more information on SAENZ, please call 661-267-5191. There are many ways to stay connected and receive updated information on city news. You can like our Facebook page at City of Palmdale-Government. Follow us on Twitter at Palmdale City. Visit our website at www.cityofpalmdale.org or call 661-267-5115. Back to you, Armin.
Thanks, John. Well, the Palmdale community continues to give back through activities such as the Season of Service. This past year, Palmdale's residents and businesses have come out in force for the city's Season of Service program, and every event has grown in momentum. The recent Division and Conquer illegal dumping cleanup day at Avenue O and Division Street was a great example.
You know, the City of Palmdale has had a rich history of volunteering. They've really been a lifeblood in many of our programs over the years. The Palmdale Playhouse, the Palmdale Library, South Antelope Valley Emergency Services, and in the last few years, we've expanded to include a variety of community days. This here today is a service day out to attack the issue of illegal dumping, which is huge in our community. We'll be doing a Season of Service. 2015 promises to be exceptional. It promises to be the year of the volunteer. We're looking for ways to engage people in service days such as this, which is not only a great opportunity for us to address community issues like illegal dumping or graffiti, but it's a great way to get out and meet your neighbors. It's a great way to work hand in hand. And probably for me, the most important part of that is it's also a great way for us to teach our youth to give back to their community. It's nothing better than working side by side with the adults and the youth and us teaching that legacy to the next generation.
The season of service is designed to offer service projects for residents to join and will include a monthly service day as well as information for community members to develop their own projects. Look for upcoming programs in the new year.
Since we're going to have such a wide variety of opportunities, and not everybody can commit to a set day, a set time, sometimes they just want to be in touch so that they know when there's an opportunity that might work for them. I encourage everybody to keep in touch with us through our website, watch our Palmdale News, watch our Facebook page, and we'll be posting opportunities as they come up, as they change, and as new needs come up, we'll be posting those as well.
For more information on these events, or if you would like to discuss ways to be a part of your Palmdale community, please call 661-267-5665. When we return, we'll have the latest in environmental, recreation, and culture news right after this quick break.
Thank you so much.
For what?
I'm a concerned community member, and by you spending your dollars here locally, it's just to help make our city a safer place. Hey everybody, this lady just made a purchase to help contribute to our local public safety.
Oh wow, thank you so much for your support. Well, I was just doing some Christmas shopping, but you enjoy your day.
Thank you, make sure you buy something for yourself.
When you shop in Palmdale, you not only support the local economy, you also help maintain services like police, graffiti cleanup, emergency preparedness, and more. Remember, the more you shop in Palmdale, the more amenities we can bring to Palmdale.
With the award-winning Hero Financing Program, you can add energy-efficient products and renewable energy systems to your home more affordably than ever. With Hero, you can finance eligible home improvements like solar, windows, doors, roofs, or air conditioning and heating systems more quickly and affordably than ever before. Over 150,000 products qualify. Hero isn't like borrowing money with credit cards or credit lines because Hero is a local government-sponsored financing program designed to improve homes throughout the community. With Hero, you make payments on eligible home improvements with your property taxes. And when you sell your home, any remaining balance can be transferred to the buyers. It's kind of like your house is getting the financing because whoever owns the home is responsible for making the payments when they pay their property taxes. With Hero, you can borrow up to 10% of your home's value. No credit score is required, interest is tax deductible, and approvals are instant. Join the thousands of people who have lowered their energy bill and increased the value of their home. Don't waste another moment. Find out how you can be a hero. Visit us at herofinancing.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Backdrop Palmdale. In environmental news, cooler weather plus holiday cooking means more ways for residents to stay green in the winter months. With more, here's Ben Lucha.
Thanks, Armin. Hi, I'm Ben Lucha with the City of Palmdale Public Works Department, and I'm here in front of our maintenance facility to discuss public works related updates. As you've already seen, we're constantly working to address the issue of illegal dumping, finding effective ways to address it and also prevent it. Beyond the cleanup events that you've seen, we've also partnered with other organizations to address the issue and bring it to people's attention. For example, recently we spoke to DEHSART about their efforts. With the help of the Antelope Valley Illegal Dumping Task Force, DEHSART helped to address illegal dumping in a new and unique way, looking at it from an artist's perspective. Their images and mapping for illegal dumping helped bring the issue to the forefront again and sparked conversations about the issue of illegal dumping and what should be done to prevent it. I'm here with Larissa to talk about a special recognition that she received as part of DEHSART. So do you want to talk a little bit about this recognition you received?
Sure. Applied for recognition from Los Angeles County for the LA County Green Leadership Award, and we were honored as a finalist for that program for the DEHSART project.
So what is it that they recognize as part of this project? I know there was a lot involved with this project and a lot of great things you've done. So what is it that stood out to them?
It was sort of an environmental awareness issue where they're trying to bring the public, the community into these issues that are typically things that government entities take care of us. So it was sort of a public and private partnership between the City of Palmdale, the Illegal Dumping Task Force, and us as artists working with DEHSART. So they were really interested in how we as just private citizens kind of work together to make this project part of that and part of an environmental objective for the county.
Okay, that's nice. So can you talk a little bit, it's been a little while since we've last discussed this DEHSART project. So could you mention a few highlights to the project so we can refresh everyone's memory?
Yes, basically my partner Carol, who isn't here right now, and I worked on a project called DEHSART, which is Desert Engagement, Hinder, Swill, Achieve, Recycle, Trash. And basically we work as artists, and we wanted to do a community engagement project that took people into these illegal dump sites to show them kind of what's here, but also to tell them that there is, some sort of creative aspect of this, that we can look at recycling through an artistic lens as opposed to just taking everything to the landfill. Why don't we think about these objects through public art, through materials and sculpture, to give sort of a different perspective of this illegal dumping problem through an artistic sense. So it just basically uses creativity to kind of think outside the box and see what else we can do about this issue that's all around us. Because it's not a simple fix, and it's not something that we as artists are just going to magically make disappear. So it really is about talking about the issue, communicating what you can do, giving information about the task force, about the programs that are happening. There's a lot of programs that are happening about this issue. So I think that kind of was our benefit to this project.
For more information about the project, please go to www.dehsart.com. DEHSART has done a great job. Beyond preventing illegal dumping, we also like to encourage people to reduce the amount of waste they're generating altogether. That's why recently we spoke to Waste Management to learn about the programs they have available and reminders that they have for us to reduce the amount of waste we're generating.
I know it's fall, everyone's excited that it's going to start cooling down, and there's pumpkin spice everything, so go get your lattes. But with fall comes a lot of leaves. So I wanted to remind everyone in the City of Palmdale that we do have a fall leaf season. If you have a lot of leaves in your yard, just rake them up, bag them separately, and place them at the curb separately if you don't have any extra room in your green waste cart. And we'll go ahead and pick them up free of charge. You don't even have to call us to tell us that they're there. We'll just go ahead and do it.
Okay, and then I know for some people it's fall cleaning time too, so do you have any recommendations on that?
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people want to clean out their houses before they get all those Christmas gifts in. So I would like to tell everyone to use the bulky item pickups. If you have a residential account in the City of Palmdale, you get 4 bulky item pickups for up to 4 items each pickup. So if you have a couple things that you want to replace, or it's getting dusty, or you want to get a new couch before family comes and visits for Thanksgiving, go ahead and call us up at least 48 hours in advance and place it at the curb, and we'll pick it up free of charge.
Okay, and if it goes a little beyond bulky items, do people have options there too?
Yeah, of course. If you say you want to get rid of that tree in your yard, that I'm going to cut it down, I don't even want to deal with these leaves, you can feel free to take it to the landfill, the Palmdale landfill. As a Palmdale resident, you get 2 free landfill vouchers every year. So I know a lot of people have asked me questions like, we used to get those in the mail, what happened to them? Well, they're paperless now, we've gone green. So all you have to do is just show up to the landfill with your car or your truckload of whatever it is you're bringing, and we'll just check you in at the scale house and note your account that you used the voucher, and you're good to go. And every voucher is good for up to 1 ton of waste. So again, you get 2 free vouchers every year. You can drop off 2 tons of waste. Of course, you know me, I'm always here talking about recycling. And what I love to say nowadays is to recycle often and recycle right. That means paying attention to what you're recycling. You know, a lot of the times people are like, oh, just throw it in there, it's fine. But now we want to really make sure that it's clean, that it is something that is recyclable. And if you have any questions about what is recyclable, call up Waste Management. We'll let you know. We'll fill you in. We'll give you all the goods on what can and can't be recycled. Or you could check us out online. We have some lists at keepingavclean.com, and that'll help you figure out what can and can't be recycled.
Be sure to download the MyWaste app for your iPhone and Android phones. The app will allow you to keep track of your street sweeping days, trash, recycling, and green waste collection days, along with allowing you to report issues to the city and to figure out how to properly dispose of items. Also, the Antelope Valley Environmental Collection Center is open the first and third Saturday of every month for the safe recycling and disposal of your household hazardous waste. Thanks, Julianne, for those great updates. Beyond trash-related issues, we also address several other environmental issues, such as air quality. That's why we recently spoke to the AVA-QMD about some updates and reminders they have.
And one of the issues that I'd like to speak about today is tumbleweed, and you probably wonder what that has to do with air quality. But the problem with the tumbleweed around our area is that, especially this time of year, it's about the only thing that's green out in the desert right now, and they can get very large. They become, the name tumbleweed, tells you that they blow around the desert and they can cause, traffic issues. They're also a fire hazard and just a plain nuisance in the way that they grow so vigorously. So one of the things that we'd like to do is recommend that you mow your tumbleweeds or actually physically remove them by hand without tilling or disking the earth, because what happens when that occurs is that we create a dust problem. So if you refer to our rules, we do have a rule that allows for residents to burn their tumbleweeds. And really, tumbleweeds are the only thing that you can burn other than clean wood. We do allow for recreational or ceremonial or cooking fires, but for residents, they're only able to burn their tumbleweeds. A lot of people mistake that for the option that they can burn their trash, and actually there is a state air toxic control measure that limits people from burning their trash, and you can be fined up to $1,000 per incident, and it would increase if it's a second penalty. So we'd like to encourage people to remove their tumbleweeds by either physically removing them or actually mowing them to maybe about 3 inches. What we like to do is leave a stubble on the ground so that it helps control the dust. And if you do end up disking or tilling to remove the tumbleweeds, that you actually maybe use water in the process to create a stabilized surface for the soils that you've disturbed.
Right, and you mentioned that tumbleweeds are the only things people are allowed to burn as a disposal method, but I imagine it's still not the preferable way of getting rid of tumbleweeds if possible. Is that correct?
That's correct. And when they're green, they tend to smoke even more. So if you do elect to burn the tumbleweeds, that you wait, maybe pull them up, put them in a pile, and let them dry for about a week so that they aren't smoky when you actually do start the fire. And a burn permit is required to actually burn the tumbleweeds. It's not issued by our agency, but it actually, a resident can attain a burn permit from their local fire department, and they just go to the neighborhood fire station, fill out the form, and there's a requirement that the night before the burn that they need to check with our air district to find out if it's a burn day or not. A lot of times, especially in the winter, we have an inversion layer, and people say, well, it's not windy, it's great for burning. Well, it is in that effect that it won't create a fire hazard blowing to the neighbor, but your smoke in an inversion situation will stay down low to the ground, and it causes health and respiratory issues for your neighbors as well as yourself. So we do update our burn recording daily by 3 o'clock. So you can check with the air district, and then we have you call the fire department to let them know that you do intend to burn, so that if someone sees smoke coming up at their neighbor's house, the fire department will already be alerted that, oh, they're doing a tumbleweed burn at that residence. So they don't roll up and wonder what's going on.
Right, and you mentioned also burning trash, that it's not permitted in any way, shape, or form, and maybe some people don't understand why it's not permitted. Can you share a little bit of information on that?
Certainly. It's in our rule, as well as the state has an air toxic control measure, which means that burning trash is actually burning toxics. And people will think, well, it's just some paper. But in just regular paper, there's all kinds of chemicals that you really don't want to breathe once it's burned. And then, someone will throw in a can or a paint can or a paint bucket. And when the fire department rolls up on these things, these are hazardous materials that they're actually breathing. And, you're exposing not only yourself, your neighbors, but the fire department to these things on a regular basis. And it's completely illegal to burn your residential waste. There's actually a county ordinance that requires residents to have trash service, so that it's not even an option. The only thing that we do allow residential areas to burn is clean wood for a recreational fire or to burn tumbleweeds.
Thanks for clearing the air. Beyond that, we also spoke to utilities with some special reminders for this time of year. The Utilities Division would like to remind you to not flush fats, oils, and grease down the drain. Doing so could cause serious blockages that often can be costly to repair to the individual homeowners. What kind of reminders do you have for people in regards to when they plan these big meals, etc.?
Well, usually during our holiday season, we have, like you said, a lot of get-togethers, and that's where we get the majority of our blockages throughout the year. So we just like to remind people of the proper way to dispose of fog. Traditionally, people like to deep fry turkeys, and when they dispose of they don't know the proper way to dispose of the oil, which would be to let it cool, place it back into the original container, and dispose of it at the AV Environmental Collection Center. So that's one of our problems. 80% of our sanitary sewer blockages are from fog, which is fats, oils, and grease. Out of that, 100% of our sanitary sewer blockages in a residential area is from fog. So we just like to remind people to dispose of it properly. When you're cleaning your dishes, wipe them off with a paper towel and dispose of them in the trash can, rather than just taking your dishes to the sink and letting it go down your line.
Okay, well, I know some people, they'll say, well, it's a liquid when I pour it in there. I mixed it with dish soap, so it shouldn't be a problem. But do those solutions really work?
No, they don't actually. It is a liquid, but even when you run hot water, when that water cools off, it basically builds up a blockage right there. So sooner or later, it's going to build up, and you're going to have a blockage that will and can back up to your house, as far as in the environment also, which is going to cost you money and impact the environment also. Usually we actually have some blockages from flushable wipes, and contrary to belief, they don't break down the way traditional toilet paper does, so they're more common to get backed up in your main sewer line in the residence. We like to see people just use traditional toilet paper because, as I said, your main sewer line is going to get clogged up before ours will, and with that, and along with roots in the line, it just seems to back up a lot more. So we have a problem with that. And as far as flushing stuff down toilets, just because it goes down a toilet doesn't mean it belongs down a toilet. We get Q-tips, rags, paper towels, just oddball stuff that people see if they can flush down the toilet. And we like to see just traditional stuff going down the toilet. That way it keeps all of our sewer lines clean.
Okay, so flushable really doesn't mean flushable then, right?
Not at all. I mean, we could put so many things flushable, but it's not recommended just because, as I said, it doesn't break down. They just build up, and sooner or later you're going to have a sewer that's going to get clogged.
And then you also mentioned in regards to where it gets clogged, do you want to give any residents some reminders about what happens if it gets clogged at a certain point? What will happen to them?
Sure. In the City of Palmdale, as a homeowner, you're liable all the way up to our main line. So that means your main line from your house going all the way into the street to where it connects to our sewer main line, you are liable for. And with the way we have trees in our front yards, we seem to get the flushable wipes and other objects that get stuck maybe in a few roots or anything like that, and then you have an overflow from your clean out in your yard, and you are reliable for something to clean that out and to clean up the mess also.
We encourage you to call 661-267-5272 or go to the Development Services Building at 38250 Sierra Highway for more information. Thanks for those reminders so we can prevent those costly problems. That's it for our Public Works related updates. Now back to you, Armin.
Thanks, Ben. Well, the award-winning Palmdale Playhouse just celebrated its 20th anniversary, and they're looking forward to 20 more years of community entertainment. The Palmdale Playhouse held a 3-day extravaganza to mark its 20th birthday. It was kicked off by an open house reception featuring appetizers and wine, live prop and costume displays, guest speakers, and Playhouse historical tours.
I want to thank the Warnacks. The new carpet here in the building was donated and installed just last May. I also want to thank the Playhouse staff for their continued dedication, their passion, their drive for this building, for the arts. I especially want to thank Susanna Balzaldua, David West, Debbie Barrientos, and Linda Wellis. These people are really, thank you. Thank you. They are the heart of the Palmdale Playhouse, and I've only been a supervisor for a couple of years, but it makes it really easy when you're working with staff that have so much passion, so thank you for that.
In conjunction, the Playhouse also held a juried art reception encore. There were 58 entries by local artists of all ages. The city also unveiled the winner of its second annual Walk on Words poetry contest, with the winning poem stamped in front of the Palmdale Playhouse. The winner of the Walk on Words poetry contest was 11-year-old Stephen Brito of Palmdale. His winning entry was titled One Day and can be seen engraved in the cement in front of the Playhouse box office. Equestrian enthusiasts were also excited to dedicate a new picnic shelter at the Barrel Springs Arena. The city held a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the facility, which will now provide much-needed shelter for patrons of the park. Barrel Springs Trail is a 1.5-mile multi-purpose recreational trail with staging areas at each end for loading and unloading horses. The site includes natural vegetation and unique viewing areas. To find out more on city events and classes, check out the latest edition of the Palmdale News, Activities, and Entertainment Guide. Or you can always go online at www.cityofpalmdale.org. We'll be back with business news right after this quick break.
Hold it! The drain is not a dump. Fats, oils, and grease down the drain can lead to sewer clogs, resulting in sewer overflows into your house and into storm drains leading to our valley's water basin. Mix fats, oils, and grease with absorbent materials like coffee grounds or kitty litter before disposing in the trash. Help keep Palmdale clean by remembering our drain is not a dump.
The City of Palmdale's after-school fun centers provide a structured environment for your children to grow and learn. Safe, fun, and reasonably priced, there are many opportunities for group and individual activities in this super fun program.
What I like most about it is that it's safe, and I like the proximity of it being on campus, so I don't have to worry about my child.
It's just a good time for the kids that they can get their homework done, they can play with others and get watched after school, so it's nice to know they're safe and they're taken care of.
I love the convenience of the hours because for the parents that work full-time, it's really nice knowing they have a safe place to go that's right on campus and have a good time and catch up on homework and fun and just a safe environment for her.
Recreation staff offer daily homework assistance and organized activities such as sports, games, and unique crafts. With 3 convenient locations at Cottonwood, Esperanza, and Rancho Vista schools, it won't take long to save your child from the villainy of after-school boredom.
Well, I like free time most of it. When we get to play free time inside, free time outside, get to talk, get to play all the games. We bring out the games out like chess and Uno, card games and all that, yeah. And then we just get to play outside, have a little fun.
We get to play a lot of games and do crafts. The best thing is when they have parties because it's really fun that we get to do things like I said, things that you can't do at home, like you can't just get things at home and do it. I like the fun activities that usually your parents would let you do. It's like really fun.
For busy parents, the Fun Center program is a great choice for flexible schedules. Weekly registration is available. So give your child the powers to build lasting friendships, gain valuable knowledge, and become a superhero of fun. For more information, contact the Palmdale Recreation and Culture Office. Call 661-267-5611 or register online. Welcome back to Backdrop Palmdale. With the latest on the economic front, here's John Milner.
Thanks, Armin. As the holiday shopping season is upon us, the Antelope Valley Mall has some exciting changes to put us in the giving spirit. What's behind me wasn't here.
New, right?
So what's open?
You know, we've opened Dick's Sporting Goods. It's a 55,000 square foot sporting goods store that has everything you need. Probably things you don't need, but you never knew you wanted.
But you want it, yeah,
but you
want
want it. You know, they have fishing, soccer, baseball, camping, like guns and ammo, and sports I've never heard of. But you know, I'm not a sporty person. I'm a shopper, not a sportster. So, but you know, it's a great store. They have a lot of great selection. They're here for, you know, all the local sports teams. You know, we have obviously a lot of soccer and baseball and softball. So they're here and they're doing great, and they're super excited to be in the community. And you know, for anything you need. Oh, golf too. Sorry, there's golf in there, running. Just again, you know,
camping,
sports that I've never heard of.
I was in there, bought a pair of shoes, as a matter of fact, very helpful. They sized me up by they tested my foot. It was really high tech, so got me fitted for a shoe that's really kind of helped my back pain. So I'm really thankful to Dick. So, and just around the corner
is H&M. So H&M opened recently. That's over 22,000 square foot store, which is a great store. It has a mall entrance and an exterior entrance similar to Dick's. Men's, women's, kids apparel, they're doing great. You know, H&M, they're really at the forefront of fashion. You know, it's affordable fashion, it's trendy fashion, it's great clothes. You can buy business suits in there. You know, I haven't looked in the men's department, but in the women's department, you can go and buy separates. And so, you know, blazers and slacks and, you know, everything they have. And they have, of course, a great selection of handbags and shoes, just everything. So we're super excited. You know, they've been one of the most requested retailers for about 3 years, probably more. So we're excited to have them open, and you know, I think people are really enjoying it. Again, you can shop for the whole family. You know, and around the corner from that, we recently opened Forge. It's our second location. It's a locally owned boutique. They have a great selection. They have some clothing, they have gift items, they have like a whole section of stuff devoted to bacon.
Bacon. I mean, bacon is international everything.
I mean, it's bacon ketchup, bacon hot sauce.
What doesn't go bacon?
Stuff.
Nothing.
Right?
Everything goes.
Agreed. So they're here, you know, and they're doing great. They're right next to guest services, so we're excited to welcome them. You know, and of course outside, you know, we still have our construction. Well, right now we're just finishing up. Actually, it'll be ready just in time for the holiday season. So we have a new entertainment stage, you know, a new plaza. We put in a new water feature. We moved the Fallen Heroes Memorial to include it into the plaza. So we're really looking forward to, you know, just some great community events being held outside. Starting with, on November 22nd, we're going to welcome Santa Claus to the Antelope Valley.
He's going to be outside out there?
Well, he's not going to be out there the whole season, just for the evening. We're going to host a holiday spectacular on November 22nd at 6 p.m., but you should come out early. We're going to have some community performances and some other really fun surprises to open up our plaza officially. So
you're not going to leak these surprises?
I am not.
Okay, I know how you operate.
You know how I am. So, but you know, we're really looking forward to it. We're looking forward to what that stage will mean to the community. You know, it's another great spot for local groups to be able to showcase their talents in the valley. So we're excited about it.
The Ball is one of those, it's a community gathering place.
It is.
And now you have a place where you can sit down, enjoy some music. Hopefully, maybe a restaurant opening?
Hopefully, a restaurant or two. You know, we still have a little bit of space left outside. You know, when you walk through, you can see some spots, and we hope to welcome, you know, a restaurant or two and some more retail. And we look forward to announcing that later this year. We're pretty close to announcing one that is very, you know, highly sought after in the Valley. So we're looking forward to that. And then we look forward to announcing a couple of restaurants, some more places to eat. So, you know, to join, you know, Yard House and Claim Jumper, Red Robin. So
it's great to see these these businesses coming after the recession, and the mall has just been tremendous throughout it, and now the expansion. So any other new things you want to tell us about?
Just keep coming by. We're constantly remodeling. Right here to my right, your left, I suppose. Chic Shoes is under remodel, so they're going to open a brand new store here in a few weeks. Complete remodel, finish line, change locations, complete remodel. So, we've had a lot of great, improvements and upgrades at a lot of our stores. You can check it all out at av-mall.com or on our Facebook. We always have, exciting news going on Facebook.
And you can win stuff every now and then, right? On Facebook?
You can. Good gift stuff. Cards, candy.
All right, so there you go. Like them on Facebook, like us on Facebook. And thanks again, Trish, for your time.
Thanks.
Construction is progressing quickly on Palmdale's newest retail development located at 730 West Rancho Vista Boulevard. Future tenants scheduled to open there include Chick-fil-A, Aldi's Grocery Store, Krispy Kreme, The Habit, Yogurtland, Pizza Rev, and Dunn Edwards. Shopping on 47th Street East between Avenue S and R is a far cry from what it was 20 years ago. Today, Palmdale's Miracle Mile is home to national retail stores, restaurants, gas stations, banks, hardware, and more. The latest openings include O'Reilly's Auto Parts and America's Tire.
We're new to here in Palmdale, and it's been great. It's actually been a lot of fun. We're having fun here, and we want to put some tires on, and that's what we've been doing. And we've been serving Little Rock and a lot of the towns around this area, and even people from the inner city of Palmdale, and it's been actually really good. We've had a lot more customers than we thought.
Great, and it's a good destination now to come out here. You've got get your tires, you can get something to eat, do some shopping, so it's a good location.
Everybody's been saying the same thing right there. They've been saying great location. People have been saying they just need a gas station over here on this side, and otherwise everybody says we have one of the best locations here.
There is a lot going on over here, and we're so proud of our east side. If you just look around at the scenery, what's not to love about the east side?
I've been around long enough to remember when there was nothing here. I lived over here.
Correct.
And there was the Pearland Market, and then things just took off.
Things just took off. We had some developers come in with a vision. They ran some numbers. They saw what the population numbers were over here, what the income numbers were over here, and then it went gangbuster. So the only Super Target in the valley opened up first, and once one of those big box retailers come in, then the rest just follows.
I remember the Walmart was first, the Lowe's up on Avenue S.
Correct.
And then the movement came down to Avenue R, and now it's created this dynamic economic engine on the east side.
That's correct.
And a lot of people say, oh, it's far from the freeway. That can't happen. But Palmdale's got a few things going for it on the east side.
It does. Well, not only does it have all the east side residents that love to shop on the east side so that we get to keep our businesses here, we've got a lot of pass-through traffic. So we've got good economic numbers, good disposable income, high traffic counts. We've got a good lunch crew, and we've got a great dinner crew, which is going to attract more restaurants for the east side.
Yeah, they've got some new ones. We were here when we saw the sushi place.
Correct.
House opened up, Pizza Experience.
Pizza Experience.
Pollo Loco's here.
Yep.
Buffalo's Cafe.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
This side's got a lot going on in terms of what I like to do, and that's eat. So now.
Well, now on the east side too, you can go into a building that's been dark for a while, an old Albertsons that In Shape took over, so you could go out to dinner and then go work out.
Get your workout. I like that. That's good advice. Good advice. Now I heard more stuff's coming. Are you going to be able to tell our audience?
I wish I could. But I'll tell you what, when we're able to tell, you'll be the first to know.
Courtyard Marriott also held a special ribbon cutting ceremony to celebrate its redesigned spacious guest rooms and suites, featuring high-speed internet access, well-lit work areas, new luxury bedding, and modern bathrooms. This completes the second phase of renovations at the hotel, which began with a brand new lobby including a new bistro and lobby bar area. For more information on economic development or any business opportunities in Palmdale, please call 661-267-5125. Back to you, Armin.
Well, that will wrap it up for us here in the Fall-Winter 2014 edition of Backdrop Palmdale. We wish you and yours a very safe and happy holiday season. As always, for more information on any of the stories we featured on today's program, please visit our website at www.cityofpalmdale.org or call us at 267-5115. I'm Armin Gomez, and we'll see you next time on Backdrop Palmdale.